Think deep for the wakened earth. Young leaves shine in the quickening sunlight. Dance the song of the New Year's birth. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the singer sings. The year turns round like the wood in springtime. Does not care what the winter brings. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the singer sings. The year turns round like the wood in springtime. Does not care what the winter brings. When the leaves are long in the days of summer and the light drifts through them cool and green, the great trees stare in their dreamy sleep and sing slow tales of the years they've seen. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the tale unfolds. The year turns on, but the wood is summer has no thought for the winter's cold. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the tale unfolds. The year turns on, but the wood in summer has no thought for the winter's cold.
Jeeva Cordia, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, or if you're watching a recording of this, our Lughnasadh ceremony, brought to you by the Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids. So you're all very, very welcome today. And I'll just see where you're from. So we have North Germany, Kent, Italy, Arkansas, the Netherlands, East Yorkshire, Missouri in the US, the Green Mountains of Vermont, beautiful. Where else have we got you? Eureka Springs, Canada, the US, Northern Scotland, Cornwall, New Hampshire, wonderful, Virginia, Germany, South Wales, Brazil, lovely, Gibraltar, Northern Germany again, California, Portland, Oregon, Pennsylvania. You're all so welcome. So let me, it's just so lovely to have you here at this, our ceremony, which is honoring our early harvest. So I am going to bring you over to, or introduce you to the Border Druids who are holding the ceremony this evening.
Hello. Hello, I'm Lorraine from the Border Grove, and I live near Ludlow in Shropshire. The Border Grove sits on 3 counties and 2 countries, England and Wales. So it's lovely to speak to you all from the border country.
Hello, I'm Tim and I'm from Shrewsbury.
Hi, my name's Tom and I live in Telford.
Hello, my name's Humphrey and I'm from Leominster.
Hello, I am Rosa and I live near Shrewsbury, Shropshire.
So, from our homes across the world at this very moment in time, let us make a connection with each other in the sharing of our breath, as together we take a breath with the earth beneath our feet. And together with the sky above our head. And one breath together with the sea around the particular lands on which we live.
I invite you to come with us on a journey. Close your eyes and in your mind's eye, stand at the foot of a range of hills that extends to your left and to your right. Just above is a large defensive earthwork built by people who live here over 2,000 years ago. We climb the ridge steadily and enter a wood of oak and pine, birch and beech. We extend our thoughts to greet this woodland as it reaches out to us with inquisitiveness. We pass under its canopy and make our way to an oak grove deep within. This is the home of the Border Grove.
Now look north and transport your mind beyond the forest to a sharper ridge of stone, to a plateau on which sat at one time 3 stone circles running north to south. Here we celebrate Lughnasadh, to the west the land of Wales, to the east the land of England. Now open your eyes, for you have arrived at Mitchell's Fold Stone Circle.
I'm going to tell you now the story from folklore of Mitchell's Fold. Once upon a time, there lived a giant called Mitchell, and he had a beautiful brindled cow who cropped the grass on the ridge and never ran dry. One year, the harvest failed, and the people who lived nearby pleaded with the giant to let them have milk from his cow. The giant agreed on one condition, that each villager could bring 1 pail and milk the cow until the bucket was full, whereupon the cow would stop her yield. Then they were to go away and not return until the next day. This the villagers happily did, for with 1 pail of creamy milk they could feed their children, make cream and cheese. So plentiful were the udders of the cow that the villagers thrived and lived through the winter. And then came a witch who thought to thwart the village and get her revenge on a past dispute with the giant. While the village and the giant were sleeping, she came to the fold and sat on her stool and milked the cow. The cow gave her milk, but she milked the cow into a sieve, which never became full, spilling the rich milk on the ground. The cow gave more and more, but alas, it ran dry. At this the witch chuckled and crept away. But the dawn was stirring, and the giant awoke, and he smote the witch, who turned to stone upon the spot. And he threw the rocks about her to keep her guarded, so she could never escape. But the cow never gave milk again, and the village went hungry through the long winters. This is how Mitchell's Fold got its name. Let us begin.
O great spirit, spirit of place and time, of ancestor and this sacred earth in the hills of the border country, we ask for your blessing on this ceremony of Lughnasadh. In the eye of the setting sun and rising moon, all who gather here are welcome. Let the light of awareness shine above and below, before us and behind, around us and within. Let each of us silently call for peace, for with peace our work can begin.
And may there be peace throughout the whole world.
Now I light a candle and invite you to light your own or see one in your mind's eye. Feel its light within your own centre, as you sit at the centre of your own circle. Now see its glow spread from a single flame into a circle of light, spreading outward, connecting across land and sea to the large and diverse community of Druids to which we belong.
I invite you now to turn your thoughts to the place in your homeland where each of the directions are, as we ask that power and radiance may enter our circle for the good of all beings.
With the blessings of the hawk of dawn soaring in the pure, clear air, we call upon the powers of the East. Honour our circle, that we may be illuminated and inspired in the gentle clarity of dawn. The gateway to the East is open.
With the blessings of the great antlered stag in the heart of the wildwood, we call upon the powers of the South. Honour our circle, that we may be invigorated and exhilarated in the noon ray of vitality. The gateway to the South is open.
With the blessings of the salmon of wisdom, who dwells within the sacred waters of the pool, we call upon the powers of the West. Honour our circle, that we may know love and peace in the quiet light of dusk. The gateway to the West is open.
With the blessing of the great bear of the starry heavens and the deep and fruitful earth, we call to the powers of the north. Honour our circle, so we may be grounded and strengthened in the stillness of the night. The gateway to the north is open.
Let us speak the Druid's prayer. Grant, O Great Spirit, thy protection, and in protection strength, and in strength understanding, and in understanding knowledge, and in knowledge the knowledge of justice, and in the knowledge of justice the love of it, and in the love of it the love of all existences, and in the love of all existences the love of Great Spirit and all goodness.
And may the harmony of our circle be complete.
In the borderlands, Lughnasadh is celebrated at the time of the first harvest of wheat and barley, grown on the flat floors where the soil is good enough for it to grow. Earlier this month, we blessed the growing corn.
O Great Spirit, Spirit of time and place and of this sacred earth, we ask for your blessings upon this harvest. Let us begin by giving peace, for without peace, no work can be.
See the great light of the sun shining down upon us, the light of life that nourishes all beings upon this sacred earth. See this light surround us in a circle of oneness. See this light circle us and connect us in a circle of unity.
May this grain and field be blessed by the powers of earth, whose deep soil nurtures the seed of growth and the sustenance of life.
This corn and grain be blessed by the powers of water, whose life-giving elixir nurtures the seeds and encourages the shoots to grow up between the soil and stand tall in the power of the sun.
May this grain and field be blessed by the fiery heart of the sun, whose warmth entices the grain to grow and whose rays caress the body of our mother, this field.
May this field of grain and of corn, of wheat and barley be blessed by the powers of air, which dances in the breeze among the ears of the wheat and barley, and sings as it rustles between its stalks.
May all be blessed who receive this barley. May their harvest be abundant, and may their hearts hold peace. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again.
The earth that lies under our feet is the same earth wherever we are in the world. Our existence relies on obeying the call of spring, when the sun warms the earth and we scatter seed, feed and water and nurture the seed's growth into cereal and vegetable crops, just as our ancestors did.
At this time of harvest, Lu of the long arm, whose light at the summer solstice stretched fingers into the furthest places, and with his touch impelled plants and trees to grow, slowly withdraws his hand, but leaves with us the gift of life for another year.
The corn heads have turned yellow, mimicking Lu's light, and nod their heavy heads in the drying breeze of summer. The corn is harvested with the secret of life, of their life-giving strength held inside.
The myth of the sacrifice of the Corn King to the land tells of his lifeblood spilt to feed the people and creatures alike.
I will sing the song of John Barleycorn, which is a folk ballad for harvesting barley for ale. Oh, 3 men came down from west to plough for wheat and rye, and they made a vow and a solemn vow, John Barleycorn should die. Oh, they ploughed him in the furrow deep, with the clouds lay o'er his head. These 3 men were rejoicing then, John Barleycorn was dead. They left him for a week or so, and a shower of rain did fall. John Barleycorn sprang up again, and he proved them liars all. Then they hired men with sickles to cut him off at the knee. And the worst of all, they served Barleycorn, they served him barbarously. Then they hired men with pitchforks to pitch him up onto the load. And the worst of all, they served Barleycorn, they bound him down with cord. Then they hired men with thresholds to beat him high and low. They came smack on poor Jack's back, till the flesh spread every blow. Oh, the next thing they put him in the molten kiln, thinking to dry his bones. And the worst of all, they served Barleycorn, they crushed him between 2 stones. Then they put him in the mashing tub, thinking to scald his tail. And the next thing they called old Barleycorn, they called him homebrewed ale. So come put your wine into glasses, your cider in tin cans. Put young Barleycorn in the old brown jug, for he proves the strongest man. For he proves the strongest man.
In the name of Lu, of the skillful hand, Lord of Light, and Teal'ta, foster mother to Lu, Lady of Earth, who holds us in her arms, we proclaim the loaf mass of Lughnasadh.
Rise, Sir John, rise. The first wheat of the season's harvest is transformed into the first loaf of the season. May you all be blessed with this bread. May you all be blessed with the harvest. May we all eat.
The first ale of the harvest is made and drunk. May we all be blessed as we imbibe of the season's first harvest. And may we know the deep mystery that in life there is death, and in death there is life. Let us drink.
Let us recall the Earth Mother's song from the bardic Lughnasadh ritual, and may the harvest be remembered in our hearts.
As you walk upon my back, tread gently. As you eat my fruits, share them with others. As you breathe my air, speak softly my name, and I will nurture you. As you drink my waters, feel me inside you. As you gaze upon my beauty, be part of me. As you listen to the wind in the trees, hear me calling, and I will comfort you. As you rest against my body, I will support you. As you walk my many paths, I will be with you. As you are my child, I will raise you, and I will bless you through all the days of your lives.
Farewell, great Corn King, who departs but ever remains. He stands unseen about the circle and dwells within the sacred seed of newly ripened grain. Then, hidden in the earth, he will yet again return. For in him is life, and life receives light that is never born and never dies.
Our ceremony of Lughnasadh is ending, and we send our thoughts out to the world at this time of shifting and changing weather patterns. As people of the world cope, adapt, and change, as people move to find better conditions to live and thrive.
It is time to celebrate our companionship with the Druids' vow, and to vow to celebrate the remaining warmth of summer before the longer and cooler nights of autumn. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow.
We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow.
We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow.
It is the hour of recall. May the sun that is the source of all life bless and inspire us. Open our hearts and minds to the knowledge that we are one people of one earth, linked by love.
I invite you now to become consciously aware of the 4 directions about your home, and turn to each as the spirits of directions are honoured and thanked for their presence in our circle, beginning in the north.
We give thanks to the great bear of the starry heavens and the deep and fruitful earth, and the element of earth in the north. Return now in peace to your own realms. The gateway to the north is now closed.
We give thanks to the salmon of wisdom in the deep pool of reflection, and the element of water in the west. May you return to your realms in peace. The gateway to the west is closed.
We give thanks to the stag in the heart of the wild wood and the bright sun, and the element of fire in the south. May you return to your realms in peace. The gateway to the south is closed.
We give thanks to the hawk at dawn, rising in the clear blue air, and the element of air in the east. May you return to your realms in peace. The gateway to the east is closed.
May the harmony of our lands be complete.
As our memories hold what the eye and ear have gained, let us quietly bring in the circle of light we have shared together, to reside in our heart as we thank the circle of Druids who have shared this ceremony of Lughnasadh.
I declare the festival of Lughnasadh is closed in the apparent world. As the sun's fire dies down and the radiance of this bright ceremony fades from our view, let our energy and passion, our will and desire, feed us in the days of harvest ahead, when we meet to celebrate the apple harvest at the autumn equinox. I am Rosa, and I say goodbye.
I'm Humphrey, and I say goodbye.
Many blessings to you all. I'm Tom. Goodbye from Telford.
Thank you for sharing this sacred time with us. Farewell from Tim in Shrewsbury.
Goodbye from Lorraine in the borderlands between England and Wales. It's been a blessing and a great honour to be with you all this evening. Goodbye.
Blackberry, hazel and elderberry hang heavy and ripe in the shortening days. Bright as a banner, the autumn leaves burn red in the old sun's dying rays. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and returns again. The year burns on and the wood in autumn gathers itself for the winter's pain. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and returns again. The year burns on and the wood in autumn gathers itself for the winter's pain. When winter bites and the leaves have fallen, through the hawthorn cold winds roll, through twinkling days and cool leaf holly keeps safe the memory of the sun. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the singer sings. The year burns low and the winter wood still holds the memory of the spring. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the singer sings. The year burns low and the winter wood still holds the memory of the spring. Still holds the memory of the spring.
My apologies for those of you still here. I was muted and didn't realize it. So I will say again, thank you all for joining us, for your wonderful comments. It's very important that you're here as part of the ceremony as well, joining us with the Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids. Oscailge, I wish you all Lughnasadh, Fui Washiyiv, Galer. May you all have a prosperous Lughnasadh. And until we meet again on September 17th for Connacht and Or for the autumn equinox, Alban Elfed. Till then, have much joy, peace in your hearts. Slán go fóill.